Hi everybody, so this video will show you how to use CTLS Learn, and you can look back at it whenever you need to. This should just kind of help you navigate how to use it. So if you have a device from Cobb County, you might have this icon right here that says Student Portal Learn. You might not, I'm not sure, but you can click on that if you do have that, and it should pop up for you. I'm already logged in, so if you weren't logged in, this is what it would show up. If you're just accessing it from home, you would type in ctls.learn.cobbk12.org. And then your sign-in sheet should pop up. So I'm going to log in using my credentials because I'm a sample student in the class right now. Your login should be your first name dot last name at students.cobbk12.org, and your password should be your lunch number. This is on the list of what I sent home with the login sheet information. If yours is still not working, please let me know as soon as possible so we can make sure you are running for Monday. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. So this is what you will be logging into every single day from 12 o'clock to 4:05, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I'm going to type in my password and log in. Once you log in, all of your classes should be right here. You guys should also have your 2 connections classes and an advisement class. So these numbers in front of each period are just your period numbers. So on certain days of the week, you have certain classes, and you will use your schedule that I sent home to know what classes you're taking when. So I'm going to go ahead and click on homeroom first, because every day when you're logging into this system, you're going to click on homeroom. That's the first thing that you're going to do. So we're going to click right here. You'll see your teachers. You have me, Miss Heath, Miss Clevenger if she decides to pop in, and we have Miss Connaughton that's going to be helping us a little bit this year. So that you see your teachers right here. The class board just has a little welcome post. It says welcome to Miss Galvin's class. My welcome video and Miss Heath's welcome video is right here. I played this at the meet and greet yesterday, but you're more than welcome to log back in and watch it again. And down here, it just gives you announcements. If I upload a resource, it tells you. And it says right here that this is homeroom, and we will meet here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays from 12 o'clock to 12:15. And this is where we'll go over our afternoon meeting. So to access a live session, all of our sessions will be live. That means that we will be face to face looking at each other. So to go to a live session, you're going to click on digital sessions. Just remember, digital session means live, okay? So you'll see right here, this is where we're going to do our afternoon meeting. When I am live, there should be a button right here that's red that says live, and that just kind of reminds you this is where you're supposed to click. So what you would do is you would click on this link and you would click join live classroom, and you would be able to see me and see your friends and see your other teachers, and that is where we would go over our afternoon meeting. If you click on lesson resources, or you can click on it right here, I have some listed for you guys. So for example, you have your digital learning schedule. I'm going to go ahead and pull that one up. You click this little arrow to download it. And this is in your folder that I sent home, but it gives you a reminder of what classes you go to on what days. So this will help you when you're within CTLS know what classes to click on. So that is in there if you need to look at it, or if you want to make another copy. Your weekly newsletter will be in there. So I click this little arrow. This was in your folder I sent home. But again, this is just a digital copy for you to look at what all we're doing for that week. So that will be in here. The syllabus is listed right here. So again, if you need to reference that, I went over this yesterday, but basically it just lists our unique topics for the year, information about the class. Unfortunately, we can't do CBI trips this year because we are not face-to-face. Maybe when we do come back to school, those will resume. I'm not sure. But we will be doing some online virtual field trips that should be pretty fun. As far as functional skills, again, at home, you're more than welcome to do certain chores, but we won't be doing cooking and stuff like that like we normally would in the classroom. Here are the grading procedures. Again, these are the same for the MID classroom as they have always been. And it just shows how I will be grading students. Again, they cannot receive a grade lower than a 72. And so I will be taking one grade a week in each subject area based on our live sessions and how students are participating. Behavior management. So I sent home our list of our virtual classroom rules, and at the bottom there is, a little reward board where you can earn quarters for good behavior. So again, I will tell students when they can give themselves a quarter. Parents, you can use this at home for independent work time so that students can, earn a break. That'll help increase motivation. And I will still be picking a student of the week each week. So we're going to do a little breakfast with the teacher on Fridays. So whoever the student of the week is will have the opportunity to have breakfast with me and his other teachers, his or her other teachers on a Friday. So that'll be fun. And I have lunch listed right here, but I think we're going to switch it to breakfast just based on the timing of the day. Important dates will be found in CTLS platform and on the Durham website. And I will continue to, list all of my weekly newsletters and stuff like that in CTLS. And if you are picking up hard copies of work each week, I'm doing that on Monday mornings. Those will be placed in there as well. The last 2 pages do not apply right now. This is for if and when we do return to school about pictures. I will not be taking any pictures of students while we are doing virtual learning. So again, you can ignore these right now. If and when we do return face-to-face, I will have you guys fill this one out. Same for the homework opportunities. I'm offering work for the independent work hours at this time. Those are those worksheets I'm sending home, but additional homework on top of that we are not doing. And this is just another resource. If you want your child to be working on their address, I sent some of these home, but these are just extra copies, and I can upload some more resources that you can use at home as well if you want to print them from home. That's just in there. And the sessions will be recorded, so you'll be able to, if you're not at school for a day or you can't make it for some reason, you will be able to watch the live sessions at a later time. As far as lesson uploads go, we're not going to use this during afternoon meeting or lesson assignments. Afternoon meeting in homeroom is only about 15 minutes, so those will not be applicable at this time. So once homeroom is over, I will say, all right, students, go ahead and log into your first period class. So students would go to My Classes, and they would then click on their First Connections class. And then they enter the class, and they should be able to access the live session, everything the same way. I'm going to go through one example. So I'll go to ELA. So again, you have your teachers listed right here. I just have a class board of some helpful resources right here. And then again, just an announcement about what time we will be meeting here on what days. So to remember to access your digital session, you go over here, or our live session. So I will do a whole group lesson with everybody. That's where, we'll talk about for ELA, our topic. We're going to make a word bank. We're going to look at some options of things to write about. And then later, you will be able to have an individual conference with me. So you will click on this link when I tell you to. And that way we can work one-on-one to work on your goals and objectives. Again, for resources, I have some graphic organizers listed if you want additional copies. I'll be putting more stuff in here as we go. As far as assignments go, there's nothing in there right now because I'm not having you guys upload anything at this time. Discussion topics, this is where I might have, our ELA topics. So right here, I have one that says, what is your favorite thing about an amusement park? Do you like the rides, the food, the games? Explain. And this is where I'll probably have students type their paragraph. I want to see those rough drafts of students so I can, take data. I'm thinking it might be easiest to have students type directly in here, but I will keep you guys posted on directions as far as that goes. And assessments, we won't necessarily be doing any assessments within CTLS. I use Unique to do that, so we probably will not be using this tab. So once this class is over, you'll go to your next class. I did want to show you guys math real quick. So same thing, all of your classes should look very similar. You have your teachers, just an announcement. And remember, digital sessions is our biggest thing you want to remember. This is how we will go live. So you see right here, I have our unique session. This is what we will do whole group. So this is where we'll work on those grade level standards, and then we will break into small groups to work on additional goals. I'm missing Bryson. I think I put Chanel twice, but you guys get the picture that I will tell you which group to go in, and then you'll be working with either me or Miss Heath or Miss Connaughton or someone to address those additional goals. If you look at resources, again, I've listed what we are doing for that week. So if you're unable to pick up hard copies of your child's work, you have a digital copy right here. So on Monday, we are working on food sales at the concession stand, and we're going to be looking at pie charts. And this is just a copy of what is in your child's folder. So I will be uploading all of those within CTLS so you have access to that. And again, the assignments and discussions and assessments part we're not going to be looking at so much right now. So once that class is over, you would then go to your next class. And they all pretty much look very similar to how I just said. Again, for reading, the most important thing to go to is digital sessions. Here, we'll do a whole group, and then we'll break into small group. I will also be setting up times to work with students individually, either during those morning, during those morning work hours, possibly on Wednesdays, depending on my meetings and stuff, so that students are able to, work one-on-one with me and I can address all of those goals and objectives. So I think that is all for now. This is pretty much the one place that we're going to be going. I'm not going to be posting on my blog. This serves as my blog. I'm not going to be emailing you guys a million times. Everything will be inside here. So as far as those virtual learning opportunities, I'm going to go ahead and pull that up real quick. The independent opportunities. I'm going to go to resources just to show you guys some of these websites that some of you guys might not be familiar with. And I need to go quick because it's going to stop me at 15 minutes. But during the independent work hours, your child can practice spelling words if they have it. They can go to mobymax.com. In MobyMax, if you go to math and fluency, students can practice math facts. Boom cards are something new this year, and I'm going to show you real quick what boom cards are. And then they can practice their address or do those additional news to you sheets I've put in their folders. So Boom Cards is a website, kind of like flashcards where students can work independently. So it's called boomlearning.com. And you're going to go to student sign in. And again, I already have Thomas signed in. So again, your login is on your login sheet. I think it's your first name and last name, and then Durham is your password. I don't have any decks assigned to Thomas yet, so I'm going to sign into Riley. I think that I have some assigned to her. So I'm going to sign in. I think it's Riley Kellen Benz, and her password is Durham, I hope. Good deal. So she has her decks right here, and these are just stuff that you can work on your own. So this is just a deck that specifically is working on something that Riley's working on. So you can go to next, so that you can click this where it plays, and it'll say, oops,
the number 1.
Touch the number 1. So you would click the number that it says, and then move on. So the decks will be listed right here based on what your child's working on. The decks go all the way up to algebra, geometry. So again, your child can just work on these in their own time independently, and I'll get data from that. That's just a really cool website, and I'll show you MobyMax real quick. I know some parents like MobyMax, some don't, and some students like it and some don't. So you first sign in as a student. I will do, say, first we type in the school name, so I'm going to do Durham. Go to Durham, Ackworth, Georgia. I'm going to type in, say, Josie. So her username, it should be your first name, 123, and your password is your first name, 123. So you click on sign in. There's other skills your child can work on too, not just math. We usually used it for fact fluency, but there's all different types of stuff that you guys can just explore. This is not graded, this is not required, this is just optional. But, so if I clicked on fact fluency, I would click begin, and that's where Josie could practice her multiplication facts. So this is just another tool you can use. I also listed the News to You login information. We're going to be doing most of that in class, but if there's anything extra you want to look at, you're more than welcome to do that. I have 5 seconds left, so I'm logging off. Email me if you have any questions. Bye.